Fire begins as a spark, quiet, almost imperceptible, deep within the soul, and yet it burns with a persistence that the world cannot see. It is the pulse of something eternal, a light that flickers in moments of solitude, in whispers of prayer, in the courage to stand when all else seems to fail. The world may be loud, full of distraction, full of fear, but the spark does not waver. It waits patiently for recognition, for acknowledgement, for the moment when the soul chooses to feed it with truth, with integrity, with unwavering devotion to what is right. And it is in that choice, in that act of deliberate courage, that the first sign of holy fire manifests courage in the quiet bravery that does not boast, that does not seek applause, that dares to shine in a room darkened by doubt, fear, and compromise. This courage is not the absence of fear, but the refusal to be ruled by it. It is the strength to act when the voice of comfort tempts you to sit silently. It is the will to speak truth when deception is louder. The demons of distraction, greed, and despair may gather, hissing their false promises, trying to smother the spark with doubt and distraction, but it endures. For a fire that burns from within cannot be extinguished by shadows alone. It demands recognition, and it grows every time the soul chooses principle over ease, action over apathy, love over indifference. This is the fire that awakens the dormant courage in every heart it touches, the fire that even darkness fears, because it knows that light once ignited cannot be contained. And so, even when the storms of life rage, when criticism pierces and obstacles rise, the holy fire persists. It may be small at first, almost imperceptible, but it is alive. It guides the steps, steadies the hand, clears the mind. It is the unseen power that fuels resilience, the quiet voice that whispers, stand, act, speak. Love for truth is stronger than fear, and the heart that chooses rightly cannot be defeated. Those who carry it may appear ordinary, even fragile, yet within them lies a force that shakes the very foundations of doubt, that repels darkness, not through strength of arms, but through the purity and consistency of the soul's devotion. It is a fire the world may never see, but a darkness will always dread, for in its glow lies a certainty that no shadow can overcome. And as the spark grows, it begins to shape everything around it. The soul that carries holy fire cannot remain unchanged, nor can those who dwell near it. It burns away hesitation, melts the icy grip of fear, and illuminates the path when the way seems impossible. This is not a blaze that scorches recklessly, nor a heat that consumes indiscriminately. It is a refining flame, patient and precise, forging character, sharpening perception, strengthening resolve. The first sign of holy fire is courage, but the second emerges as unshakable conviction, a moral backbone that refuses compromise, a clarity of purpose that no temptation can sway. Conviction manifests in small, quiet ways, choosing honesty when deceit is easier, acting with integrity when shortcuts beckon, defending what is just when the majority applauds injustice. It is the unwavering refusal to trade the eternal for the ephemeral. Like a tree rooted deep in stone, storms may bend the branches, but the roots hold fast. Those who carry this fire do not announce it with words or gestures. It is evident in their steadiness, in the calmness that radiates even amidst chaos. Demons tremble at this conviction, not because of strength, but because it resists manipulation. It cannot be coerced, corrupted, or charmed. The third sign emerges naturally from this courage and conviction. Compassion that burns. Holy fire is not selfish. It does not merely illuminate the self. It radiates outward. It warms the hearts of others, heals wounds, inspires courage, and offers mercy where judgment would prevail. True compassion is fearless. It approaches the broken without condescension, the lost without anger, the unworthy without scorn. It does not demand repayment or recognition. It simply acts, because that is the nature of light to shine, whether acknowledged or ignored. Demons fear this, because love, when pure and unrestrained, undoes the very foundations of deceit and oppression. It cannot be bargained with or banished, for it is the power that binds the soul to eternity. And as the soul continues to nurture this fire, the fourth sign becomes evident: discipline. The flame must be tended, fed, and protected. The unrefined heart may burn briefly with passion, but without consistency the fire flickers and dies. Discipline is the act of daily devotion, the willingness to resist the seductive allure of ease, the patience to endure hardship without abandoning principle. Like steel forged in flame, the soul is strengthened, tempered, and made resilient. Discipline ensures that the fire does not consume indiscriminately, that it neither blinds nor destroys, but continues to illuminate with precision, guiding thought, speech, and action. Finally, the fifth sign reveals itself: influence without domination. Those who carry holy fire transform their surroundings, not through force or intimidation, but by the sheer presence of their light. Others feel it, sense it, and are drawn to it. It does not coerce. It inspires. It does not demand loyalty. It awakens the latent courage and goodness within others. The holy fire creates an environment where darkness recoils, not through violence, but through revelation, showing the contrast between light and shadow so clearly that deception loses its grip. This is the fire that demons fear most, the fire that spreads without effort, that cannot be quenched by hatred, that grows stronger the more it is shared. And so, the soul that carries this holy fire stands as a beacon in a world often clouded by doubt, fear, and corruption. Its courage challenges, its conviction steadies, its compassion heals, its discipline preserves, and its influence illuminates. It is the power of light, born from alignment with eternal truth, a power that no darkness, no deception, no malice can overcome. The fire does not consume recklessly, nor does it rage unnecessarily. It simply exists, alive in the heart, radiating with divine purpose, fearless in the face of every opposition, eternal in its reach, and unshakable in its impact. And as this fire grows, it begins to purify everything it touches. The heart that carries it cannot dwell in deceit without discomfort, cannot indulge in selfishness without burning. Every thought, every choice, every action becomes illuminated by the light within, revealing motives that were once hidden in shadow. The fire does not judge, it simply exposes, refines, and strengthens. Temptation no longer tempts as easily. Fear no longer rules as harshly. And despair no longer whispers as persuasively. Even the smallest decisions are guided by this unyielding flame, and the soul learns to navigate the world with a clarity and courage previously unknown. This is the subtlety of the holy fire. It works quietly, invisibly, yet its impact is undeniable. People begin to notice a difference not in words, but in presence. There is a weight to the spirit, a steadiness to the gaze, a warmth to the manner that commands neither attention nor admiration, but naturally draws trust and respect. The fire manifests not in spectacle, but in substance. Its light is so profound that darkness finds no refuge, deception finds no purchase, evil recoils not with fear, but in recognition of its own inadequacy. And as the soul matures, the fire becomes a force of transformation, extending beyond the individual. Families, friendships, communities, and even strangers are touched by it, not because the bearer seeks to control, manipulate, or impress, but because light, once ignited, radiates naturally. Integrity becomes infectious, courage inspiring, compassion unavoidable. The holy fire is subtle yet unstoppable. It does not need acclaim, because its power is intrinsic, not performative. Every act of kindness, every moment of truth, every stand for righteousness adds fuel to the flame, and the world begins to change imperceptibly, yet irrevocably, wherever it passes. This fire teaches a profound lesson. True strength is not in conquest, not in domination, not in accumulating power over others, but in steadfastness, clarity, and the quiet cultivation of virtue. It is a power that humbles the proud, encourages the weak, and terrifies the forces that thrive on chaos, corruption, and deception. Demons, in every form, temptation, fear, greed, resentment, cannot approach a heart so aligned, because the alignment itself is an impenetrable barrier, an aura of truth that exposes lies and repels manipulation. And the soul that carries this holy fire learns the final, most sacred truth. It is not enough to merely possess the flame. It must be nurtured, guarded, and allowed to shine. It must be shared, not recklessly, but intentionally, with those who are willing to receive its warmth. For the fire is not static. It grows, spreads, and multiplies when tended with love, wisdom, and patience. And the more it is shared, the brighter it burns, until it becomes a beacon so radiant that even the darkest corners of the world cannot remain unchanged. This is the power, the grace, the unassailable force of a heart set ablaze, a fire that does not destroy, but transforms, that does not intimidate, but illuminates, that does not seek recognition, but demands authenticity. It is the mark of the awakened soul, the sign of moral clarity, the evidence of an inner life in harmony with eternal truth. It is the holy fire that demons fear, not because it threatens them with force, but because it reveals them, nullifies their power, and radiates a light they can never touch. And so the one who carries this fire walks through the world unafraid, unwavering, unstoppable, not in arrogance, but in quiet authority, not with violence, but with irresistible light. Every step is guided, every word carries weight, every gesture carries meaning, for the holy fire is more than courage, more than conviction, more than compassion. It is the divine presence incarnated in the human spirit, a living testament that light, once kindled, can never be extinguished. And as this flame endures, it begins to teach lessons that no sermon ever could. It teaches patience, for fire cannot be rushed without consuming itself. It teaches resilience, for only those who remain steadfast under heat are strengthened. It teaches discernment, for the flame exposes what is false and illuminates what is true. And, most of all, it teaches humility, for the fire itself does not boast. It burns quietly, ceaselessly, faithfully, demanding nothing but attention and respect. The soul learns that to carry such fire is not a right or a privilege, but a responsibility, a sacred trust to act with integrity, to speak with honesty, to love without reservation. In the presence of this fire, the trivialities of life lose their power. Prideful words stumble and fall, empty promises crack and shatter, and fear retreats into the shadows where it belongs. The one who carries it no longer seeks approval, for approval is redundant to a soul already aligned with truth. Wealth, reputation, even power are understood not as ends, but as instruments, tools to further the work of illumination, to spread warmth where coldness reigns, to guide those still stumbling in darkness. And in this alignment, the holy fire becomes a beacon, not a weapon, a force that awakens rather than coerces, that calls rather than commands, that inspires rather than intimidates. This fire does not live in isolation. It reaches outward. Families, friends, communities, strangers all feel its presence, whether they recognize it or not. It alters conversations, shifts moods, and transforms intentions. It does not dominate the will of others, but it encourages them to rise, to see, to act in accordance with the higher principles that the fire embodies. It is a subtle yet unstoppable current, invisible yet undeniable, that changes everything it touches. Even the smallest gestures, performed with sincerity, become sparks that ignite other hearts, creating a chain reaction of courage, clarity, and compassion. And here is the remarkable truth. The fire that demons fear is not found in displays of power or forceful righteousness. It is found in the quiet consistency of the soul that lives in integrity, speaks in truth, acts in love, and perseveres in faith. It cannot be threatened, bought, or intimidated. Its presence alone exposes falsehood, disarms temptation, and drives away the shadows. Every trial it faces, every opposition it meets, serves only to feed it, to temper it, to strengthen it. The stronger the opposition, the brighter the flame, until it becomes a light that cannot be contained. This is the destiny of the awakened soul: to live with holy fire, unwavering, fearless, transformative, to walk through the world as a living testament to truth, a vessel of courage, a channel of compassion, a source of guidance, and the world in all its chaos, greed and darkness, may not understand, may not applaud, may even resist, but the fire does not care. It simply burns, unwavering and eternal, touching all it can, illuminating the unseen, and fulfilling the purpose for which it was born. This is the fire that demons fear, not because it attacks them, but because it exists in defiance of them. It shines where they would shroud, speaks where they would silence, acts where they would paralyze. It is relentless in its purity, patient in its growth, and unstoppable in its influence. To carry this fire is to know the profound power of the human spirit aligned with divine truth, an inner flame that cannot be quenched, a light that cannot be dimmed, and a life that cannot be defeated. And finally, when the world grows dark and the noise of doubt threatens to overwhelm, the one who carries this holy fire stands unshaken, a solitary beacon in the night. The fire does not blaze for show. It does not roar to intimidate. It simply burns steady, unwavering, eternal. It warms the weary, illuminates the lost, and inspires the timid to rise. Demons, in all their guises, fear, temptation, deception, despair, cannot touch it. They recoil not from violence, but from the purity of a heart fully aligned with truth, courage, and love. This is the ultimate revelation, that the fire was never meant to destroy the world, but to redeem it, never meant to dominate, but to transform, never meant to frighten, but to awaken. Every act of integrity, every choice of compassion, every stand taken in faith adds fuel to this flame until it becomes a light that cannot be ignored, a presence that cannot be silenced, a force that cannot be defeated. And so, walk into life unafraid. Let the fire you carry guide you through storms, illuminate your path through darkness, and radiate warmth to every soul you encounter. Stand firm in courage, unwavering in conviction, boundless in compassion, disciplined in action, and generous in influence. Know that you are not alone. This flame within you is eternal, a reflection of the divine, a testament to the power of a heart set ablaze by truth. Let the world tremble at the light you bear, not with fear of destruction, but with awe of what love, integrity, and courage can achieve. For you are the living proof that holy fire exists, that darkness is powerless against it, and that a soul fully aligned with eternal truth carries a light that demons will forever fear. And in this knowing, let your life become the ultimate hymn, unbroken, radiant, and eternal, a testament to the power of a human heart that has discovered its divine spark and refuses to let it die.